Yes, we're live now.
Cool. We're live. Awesome. Awesome.
We are.
Hello,
Brilliant.
everyone.
Oh, I see it on YouTube now.
Okay, cool. We got
Oh,
the
yeah,
chat
yeah,
popping.
it's here.
All right, we're just gonna slowly
Nice.
talk this whole time so it doesn't randomly cut between our faces and we don't get memed like last time. You know how many people in the Discord, my Discord memed me?
Really? It's brilliant, honestly. I love it when it switches. It kind of gives like some sort of like, if people are epileptic, they're gonna just like spaz out.
People said you said 9:30, but it's 9 minutes past. Unsubscribe. We're sorry. We're goons.
Yep. That's Alex's fault.
It's
Unsubscribe
actually
from
my
Alex.
fault.
I'm joking. Don't unsubscribe from Alex. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to FilmHub. Today, Alex is going to host. So, Alex, take it away.
Today we are talking about content creating, and we're gonna try and give Bailey some advice on how to grow his channel.
This is actually an intervention. We're here to help him out. And the chat, pray for Billy. We need to help him out.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we'll take any questions people have. We'll talk about how we make videos, which we touched on last time, but I feel like it'll be more in detail this time. So if anyone wants to start, go for it.
Yeah, and I get to talk about what not to do.
I'm about to hit 100,000. So
Yes,
that's fucking epic.
I'm
How'd you
living
get that?
vicariously through you.
Your
Honestly.
Marvel video, the visual effects one is doing really well. Like, man, that's
It's doing so well. I'm so thankful. I am thanking Zack Snyder. It's the greatest thing ever, and I'm super happy, guys. Honestly,
Robbie
can't wait
pops
for
in
that
the
silver
chat.
play button.
What
Wait,
say,
really?
Zack Snyder? No, I'm just joking.
Oh, Zack Snyder.
All right, so
Zack Snyder is bae. Honestly, he can like kiss my neck.
I have a question for you, goons.
okay.
What do you edit with? Someone just asked that. Let's go.
I use the Adobe Suite, so that's Premiere Pro, Adobe Audition, which I'm actually trying to get better at, and then After Effects. Those three are interchangeable. Each one, and Photoshop, obviously. So all of them are nested into each other. You can seamlessly go from files to files. There is very little complications there. There are ups and downs between Premiere and Final Cut Pro 10, but I find the integration of the other formats that I use constantly is just the reason why I use it. And also, it's just very intuitive.
Bailey.
Yeah, I'm also on Premiere. I've been using it for years now, and like it's surprising how much, like, considering I've been using it for so long, like there's still stuff I find that I'm like, oh my god, I should have been using this for like for years. Like there's so many like techniques that I just had no idea about, and then like you use them once, you're like, I have lost hours to doing it another way. So yeah, Premiere's I think kind of the way to go, but obviously it's like pretty pricey. I don't know. I've like cheated and used like a student code that I shouldn't really have had, but yeah.
At least you used the Pirate Bay.
Yeah, I didn't pirate it because everything here in Australia, you can't really pirate much without a VPN. So, yeah.
FBI, did you hear that? I'm joking.
I totally don't pirate.
all right, Mr. 100K subscribers.
Yeah, I have. I have Premiere, and I have After Effects, and that's pretty much all I use. And for some random thumbnail editing, I use Photoshop, of course, and it's pretty much it. I've just started getting into After Effects, but I don't use it as much as Premiere. Premiere is like the best thing ever. So
actually, for my next
Adobe.
video, I've used already. I haven't even finished editing the video, but I already used more After Effects in this video than all my other videos combined. So I'm really pushing After Effects now. It's not the most complicated stuff, but it's still a lot of fun. It's a very fun program once you get over that hurdle of what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, once you first open it, like I've only tried to use it once and I gave up pretty quick because I just opened it and was like, oh my god, what is all of this? Like, how does any of this work? It's pretty daunting when you first start, especially if you don't have any knowledge of like doing VFX. You don't know like what any of this stuff means. It's pretty daunting, but you can get away with doing a lot of it in Premiere anyway. Like Premiere's actually got a pretty good coverage of like stuff you can do.
I used Final Cut for everything, and for years and years and years, I used Pirate Bay Final Cut. For years, I can say that. I don't condone torrenting. If you have the money, buy it. But if you don't have the money, do whatever you can.
None of us have the money. What are you talking about?
There's this one question that says, how do you come up with ideas? I think that's a pretty good question. I really dig that.
Yeah.
I'll start. It's just whatever appears in my brain, in my dreams. No, I'm joking, but whatever I'm passionate about. Because if I see a movie, like if I go see Aquaman and am not passionate about it anyway, like I think it's just fine, I probably won't make a video. So things that I'm passionate about and things I know that other people will find interesting is usually how I think of ideas.
Yeah, that's very similar. I think for me, it's all about when you're watching something, you're always thinking about it, and afterwards you come up with ideas naturally. It's the job of a writer, right? If you're looking for other places for ideas, you're not doing your job. It has to come from here and here first. But also, I'll search online to see if it's ever been covered. Nothing sucks more than like, oh, I have such a great idea to go, and then you look and oh, that's already been covered. Okay,
I think even if it's covered, at least for me, if I see, for me, when I get ideas, again, like Alex said, and I'll just reiterate, I have to be really passionate about it. And I feel like the fans and the viewers know when you're really passionate about something. And they'll notice it, and they'll be like, yes, like, I love how passionate you were. And you'll see that in comments. If you are really dedicated to a certain video because you want to talk about it, like, really passionately, then I think that really works a lot. I was about to say something else, but I completely forgot what I was going to say.
Lost the train of thought.
But I think that was the most important thing I was going to say.
I can jump in with like the idea of like, because if you look at like the first couple of videos I've done for the new channel, they're all topics that have been covered by other people, and like even you guys and like other people that we interact with in the film community a lot. So for me, it was like, I just want to start out like, I'm not used to this essay thing. I want to start with comfortable movies. You know what I mean? So I started with Prisoner of Azkaban. I started with The Dark Knight. I started with Shrek. There's other people that have done videos on them. I tried to get my own stuff, like to cover as much of my own stuff and not rely on their videos. But like, I think it's almost a safe space if you're starting out to not go and do like, especially if you want people to see them as well, like to start with known topics is probably a good idea. I mean, it didn't really work out in my case. Chance that if the videos have blown up, but it's probably it's a better space for you to flex, I guess, that style of writing.
Of flexing,
but I also
Bailey, that shirt you have on, man. Oh shit!
It's really hot in Australia. Can we not do this right now?
But I also think that you can't just. What I found is that if you have an idea of like the content you want to make versus the content you think you should make, I really do believe that if you're only catering to what you think you should make, you're actually kind of going to fall on your face. If it comes from here, it becomes easy, and you just need to trust that instinct. Make the stuff you want to make, and don't feel pressured to follow someone else's path. The more natural it comes, the better off you are. And also, I saw another comment. I want to maybe transition to this one: is how do you get more exposure in YouTube?
Yes,
and
how
you really kind of have to be opportunistic. And for I did this a couple times before Rogue One came out. I released my Force Awakens video. Before Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 came out, I released my Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 video.
Timing.
So you have to think about that, and you don't have to always operate that way, but to think about, okay, whether we're talking about films or just media or culture or whatever, there's always events to work around. And even then you could naturally take an interesting or current topic and branch off from that. And you can link or anchor your videos to current things, and then do a jumping off point. And that's perfectly fun and exciting. But just look for those events. Look for those, cultural tentpole moments where everyone's going to be searching that. That's okay to just, use that. It is a bit of a wild west. So.
I agree 100%. I think you really...
So...
Yeah,
100%.
Also that.
You just have to get hit in the balls a bunch of times, and then hopefully pray to God it pays off someday, to put it.
Honestly, it's you just have to know what's trending a lot of the time. A lot of what people watch at the moment is what's popular now. Mm-hmm. So say, for example, you get to see Spider-Verse, right, early. Then of course make a video early, right? You have to take advantage of the time you have. If you can't see Spider-Verse early, then make a video not talking about Spider-Verse because that's already been done. Talk about something different that you enjoyed from Spider-Verse that you can talk about passionately. If you know what I mean? Like, people are gonna see, like, say, reviews before a movie comes out and like during the movie's out, but way after, they're gonna be wanting to know more about the movie, not if the movie's good or not. That's what I do sometimes.
And I also think part of it is that you can't look at what other people are doing and try to be them. There's not going to be the next Jeremy Johns or Chris Stuckman. There's not going to be the next Red Letter Media or YMS or whatever, or Nerd Writer or Lessons from the Screenplay. All you can do is figure out what you are and do that. And
yeah, man, be the next you.
Yeah, exactly.
Be the next you.
The best competition is yourself.
Be the best you can be, and that's what FilmHub's all about. Honestly, you know, a bunch of yous coming together to form an us.
Exactly, guys. Guys, we're a hub.
We are
films.
FilmHub.
Yeah.
Yeah, one entity now.
Wait, did you guys peep that Venom deleted scene? Completely off topic. Anybody?
Which one is it? What is it?
I was wondering how long we could get through this cast without someone bringing up Venom.
Sorry, it was me. It's him smashing cars in broad daylight, and they should have kept it in the movie. It's this little kid looking at him, and then he's just
the entire second act of that film.
That's brilliant. I need to see that. I honestly need to see that. I want to see it.
Real talk, the lone chemist, my buddy Johnny asks, how do I not sound like a depressed My Chemical Romance fan with voiceovers? I used to sound like a depressed asshole. I got my girlfriend to do the first few voiceovers I ever did, but you just kind of got to slap yourself and like do 44 lines of coke and then you'll be good to go. I'm joking, but you just got to find that passion. Just find something you're passionate to talk about and then just like bring all the emotion you're feeling out, because like I'm usually a pretty monotone guy. But for the videos, I just go deep, dig in the emotion, and then let it loose.
Yeah, you're really good at that.
My voiceovers, I used to suck so bad, man. I used to suck so
bad. Dude, I used to do fake Nerd Writer. That was
we all
my goal.
Fall into it though. Like so many of us fall into like fake Nerd Writer type thing.
Yeah.
And like obviously John has like your style, as we've talked about, is like more, I guess, like academic at this stage. I know you said you're like you're gonna move away from that. Well, so like I
move away as in not entirely do that.
No, of course.
But yeah.
Of course, but like obviously it works better. It kind of depends on what type of video you're doing. So if you're trying to go super like academic with stuff and try to be like emphasis on information over entertainment or something, then like it's probably better to sound like semi-scripted or like sound like refined. But I guess if you're like doing, I guess what a couple of us has done recently, or like what I do in my videos, I like just it becomes like a tirade. So it's almost like the more like out of breath and exasperated I get. So like always record it chronologically, because if you're going for like a big ending, you've been recording for like an hour and a half, you're sick of it, and you'll just naturally start to fire up. Like you won't start sounding like you do at the start, which is usually like, I don't know where it came from, but we all have that thing we drop into with like the Nerd Writer Tony Zhao.
This like, is a video essay, and everything I say is so profound.
A lot of it as well.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
It's easier if because you guys are all from, I know like, well, two of you guys are from the States, and then obviously like John's from like Canadian. But like for me, I obviously don't speak. People are used to watching American videos and English videos, like where the people speak like that. So I naturally have to, I'm not right now, but I have to hit like enunciations really hard. Otherwise it doesn't sound clear.
I also
so I naturally slow down. You know what I mean? Like it's a pain in the ass because I just want to sound like this.
And a lot of work goes into scripting the videos for me to create a natural flow. Like I'll write something and Reno goes, that is a very unnatural sentence. So I'll rewrite it to make sure it sounds right coming out.
That's a huge problem for me. Yeah.
I use alliteration. I use like phrasing, rule of thirds. Like there's so many classic, literature lessons that you bring into your videos. They are scripts. You have to think about structure. You have to think about how you phrase your sentences.
There's this one person who's just asked, Crisis on Infinite Earths is coming to the CW. It makes me want to watch these terrible shows again. CW shows are so bad.
I watched them. I watched
it.
But
listen, Arrow has been super fucking good this season.
Really?
I'm not joking. It was like, they actually used long takes. I was like, oh, it's stepping up its game.
Wait, did someone just said, is this stream actually happening?
I think so, yeah.
Are we? Please fucking tell me we're live. Please.
We're live, right?
Yeah, you posted public, right? Please tell me you're posted.
I did post it public.
Yeah.
I think we're live.
I think we're live. So we're just having a really shitty day.
Yeah.
77 guys, share this link, man.
Yeah.
We gotta get at least 100 here. Got 1,000 subscribers, 2,000.
I think, yeah. I pray to God. Yeah, it says we're live on my phone. Okay, that was a false alarm. That was a close one. But yeah, I watched the CW shows too, and I don't know where the fuck the budgets went, but I swear to God, they did Gotham City in the crossover. And this is just funny for even if you don't fucking watch the shows. And like they land on the GCPD rooftop, but it's literally just looks like every other CW rooftop, and they put a little like fucking plastic gargoyle on the side of the building and like blast this red light on it and try to hide the red light with the cinder block, but it's still in the fucking shot. And I'm just like, okay, you're not even trying anymore at this point.
Dude, I thought Batwoman was extremely disappointing. Like, there was nothing cool about her. The acting was very terrible. Like, I thought the crossover was one of the weaker crossovers, personally.
Yeah, no.
Because Batwoman, I was really hyped for Batwoman. And when she came out, and it's, the actress can't act. So it's just like the most boring crap. And they tried to make her epic, but it was just like, it looked like cosplay.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even like the Flash suit and the Arrow suit and Supergirl suit are like fine, but for some reason Batwoman looks like cosplay. I think it's the wig. I have no idea.
John and Bailey are just too above us for CW shows.
One question. Like,
they watch Netflix. They watch Marvel Netflix.
What are your guys'
wait, I forgot. Sorry.
What are your guys' long-term goals? Comment.
To make YouTube videos for as long as I can do that, as long as people watch, I'll make YouTube videos, and then hopefully transition into actually, being a filmmaker. And then the channel would probably become behind the scenes of whatever I'm working on, whatever project. That's the goal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a really cool thing. I think that's what I was thinking long term, because who knows, it could be a year and I'd be on film type thing, but I'd want to then give back. That's an important thing for me, is that who's there was a creator race, is it David Sandberg? The one that had so
right?
yeah, it was like a YouTuber now that he actually makes
short
films, he uses
short as a platform. Yeah.
But either way, then going out and going back and going let me use this to give you guys access to what I'm doing in the hope of being able to help. I think that's an important thing that I'd want to do.
Yeah. To be honest, for me, I do want to become a filmmaker, but I don't just want to abandon YouTube. I think that because we have a very kind of binary definition of what filmmaking is, but YouTube is filmmaking. And I think a movie that probably my favorite movie of the year is Searching. And what I love about that movie is how it uses technology to tell the story. I think that's where YouTube can go. I think where you could make a movie or a document, like what Lindsay Ellis did with The Hobbit. That was a full feature-length documentary as a YouTube series. And I think that's where I want to go with YouTube, is don't differentiate YouTube and filmmaking. They're the exact same. It's just whatever limits are there are what you put in your mind. Just, if you have a story to tell, can you tell it through the internet? Can you tell it through a YouTube video? And don't let, and granted, whatever medium you're using will dictate what story you're telling and how you tell it. But I don't differentiate between filmmaking and YouTube. I could think they're the same thing. And it's just, get more creative with your YouTube. And it could be the end goal. You could have YouTubers like Casey Neistat who have rejected traditional media and have made YouTube their main platform. That is 100% possible for all of us. So I don't want to necessarily go just abandon YouTube if I get a gig somewhere. No, this could be the center stage.
There's a question by Armored Penguin. How do you guys create consistent content? And I think that question is beautiful because we don't do that much.
I mean, are any of us really consistent though?
We're not really consistent.
I am on the other channel.
Yeah, Bailey is on Breaking Banter, but
Breaking Banter is consistent.
But when you're reviewing, you've got to keep up. There was a patch where I took a month off because I was working purely on the Dark Knight video and the Shrek one, and I was I'm just missing all these movies I should be reviewing. I'm constantly getting screen invites. I constantly have to review stuff, so it's easy to stay consistent. But the essay stuff, that's a different story.
I feel that.
I just think that you should never force yourself to make a video if you're trying to make the best video you can make. I feel with reviews, it's different, if that makes sense. But compared to the typical video essay or whatever the hell we make, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't worry as much about consistent content when it comes to video essays, because if you're rushing it out, it won't be as good as it can be. So just
That's
find
100%
stuff
true.
that comes from the soul, as I've already
But
said.
also, you have to
the soul
you have to
specifically
be
there.
satisfied with good enough because you will accomplish more in getting the job done than if you let it off and try to perfect it. Like,
Here's the thing: an artist never truly finishes his work. He only like lets it go.
yeah,
Mm.
Because the thing is that, you know, you can make the most beautiful video essay and then you pump it out and then it's like, oh crap, I could have done this, you know, or I could have added this
That's
scene.
that's
it would've
me
made more
every damn
sense.
time.
Yeah, so you can't make a perfect video. I mean, if you think Nerdwriter videos are perfect, man, they are. They're good,
we're
but like,
picking on them today. Well, we've been picked
guys,
on last
we
stream.
keep picking on them. Okay, if you see like a lessons from the screenplay video, they're super good. But you know, I bet even he goes like, "Damn, I could have done this to
Oh.
make accentuate my point." So
Yeah,
there's things you gotta just let go, you know. And I think if people know that you've put a lot of time into it, they will accept it and love it for what it is.
there are a lot of videos I'm very satisfied with where like I accomplished what I set out to do, but there are very few videos where I watch and go, that was perfect. It's like it's a lot of videos. It's like flaw here, that line delivery is flat. What the fuck is that? You know, like every video has something like that.
Not gonna lie though, I'm not even kissing ass here, man. But Bailey's Brockhampton video was pretty perfect. Like I know it's not the perfect video, but I watched that and I was like, fuck. That was my reaction, just like fuck. I need to up my game. That
Me
was
too, me too, dude. That intro alone was like
Oh my god.
legendary. It was beautiful.
Thanks,
Bailey,
guys.
please subscribe
Ooh, I
to
like
Bailey,
this.
guys. Come on.
What would you say is the weakest part of your like essays, and what would you want to improve?
Oh, I love that question.
Oh, that's interesting because like, the views probably.
We just don't understand Bailey's vision, guys. It's on us, you know. It's just we don't get it.
Prayers for Bailey.
That's a really good question actually, because
It's
like I try not to like. I don't really have like any regrets, I guess, with videos or like any like things where I'm like I want to change because everything I do is like so kind of different. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll let someone else answer. But what was the question again? Because I feel like it was
What do you want to improve of your video?
What's the weakest part of
like,
your
what are you
essays?
least proud of?
All right, I'll let you guys go. But I want to think about this actually. This is like okay.
That's a tough
I'm
one.
always
That's a really tough one.
self-aware of like I'm always trying to not copy other people's form because then again it is a very saturated market where you're going to be influenced by other people and especially the content creators you watch and especially for me I sometimes when I'm writing a video I try not to watch other people's content because that will directly change how I do something. So it's like I have to be in my head and I look for inspiration, but I guess that's the fear. But my biggest problem is just I don't know, communication, like trying to make, you know, like I think there's a couple of editing mistakes in some of my videos. Just on my Civil War
That's
video.
the worst thing ever.
Dead frames or something or a spelling mistake you realize after it's off and you're like, holy shit.
I've gotten at least 25 comments on this on my Civil War video, but I misspelled serum. It's spelled SERUM and I spelled it as SYRUM. So I've gotten like 25 comments on that.
I don't get why people feel the need to comment that. Like,
because it's a flaw, and for me, it's like, oh, that's an oopsie, and it sits with you for a bit, but you're not going to gain anything. Just know next time, check your spelling.
It's like
the title cards.
It's like you misspell one thing, and everything you said in the entire video is
oh
now
my
wrong.
god,
it's void. It's void.
Man, we did a review of God's Own Country last year.
Yeah.
And this is while like Breaking Bad has done pretty good off actually reviewing like queer stories. So like Call Me by Your Name, Moonlight, all that stuff. So we love this movie, right? But at the start, I said it. Either Jay or I said it was set in Scotland when it was set in Yorkshire or something, and people just fucking like disliked. Oh, how the fuck could you? And I'm like, man, we gave the movie like practically like a perfect score or something. Like, does that override the fact that we love the movie, the fact that we got the location wrong? I don't fucking know. But yeah, people get hung up on that shit. Crazy.
For real. It's wild.
As a joke, for my Hobbit video, like one of the, because remember this is when Desolation of Smog came out, but every time in that movie, like characters pronounced smog differently. Like there was Smaug, and there was that. So as a joke in my Hobbit video, I went Smaug. And I intentionally mispronounced it as horribly as I could. And like, I swear, like dozens of people were like, I can't believe you because you don't know how to say smog. It's like, You understand sarcasm.
Oh god.
The thing that
People are
bothers
people are like that, man.
the thing that bothers me the most about my videos, like what I wish I could change in retrospect, is when I just say dumb shit to be funny, like just to like get in, like, because I write rants in my videos. You guys have seen them sometimes. Like I go off on tangents. Okay, so like in my Aquaman video, I said that a lot of Marvel movies are bland, and there were 1,000 comments that are like, "Why you fucking Marvel hating, dude?" I'm like, "Have you watched the other videos of my channel?" Just like,
Dude, oh my
Yeah,
god.
don't
In my
take context.
fucking Spider-Man, no, the CGI, Marvel CGI video, I've gotten so many people that are just like, oh, I get it. He's a DCU fan. I'm like, what the fuck? Do you know how
Yeah,
much I
man.
hate the DCEU? It's so hilarious. I love it, actually. It's just,
I think we
It's
just have to
amazing.
not worry about the people.
Oh no, people will.
I only read like
always-
the comments for like the first hour and then I'm gone.
People
I read
will
them.
always misinterpret your. Sometimes they will actively misinterpret your stuff. Will come in with biases or with perceptions of you. They will project onto you, and you just kind of have to. She was commenting that you done fucked up. Then you listen, but the one person commenting, being angry or whatever, I do not put any value in. Honestly,
The lone
as
chemist
much as I
says,
do.
can you have me on the podcast and do a Comedy Central style roast of me? Eventually, we need to establish the podcast before we have guests. We need to figure out what the fuck we're doing
still,
before.
we can barely come and appear at the same time, so
This
maybe
is a rarity.
when we figure it out, that'd be a lot better.
Oh man, at Brown Table at 100K, you should buy everyone decent web. Yes,
I don't even have a web. I'm not fucking buying any webcams, man. I don't even have a goddamn webcam. I'm using my phone, man. Bro, out here broke life, dude. College, man. Where do you guys see yourselves in 5 years? Do you think that in this saturated place or saturated market, will you be able to thrive, such as other genres? Yes.
Well,
But
you're
that
already
is only-
you're already almost at 100K. You're sorted. You're thriving.
man.
I think it's Alex. You're fine too, and so is Films and Stuff. The only one that's like kind of messed up is Bailey. Guys, we gotta save Bailey. Guys, subscribe to
prayer
Bailey.
for
72
Bailey.
people watching. That's 72 subscribers. Come on, guys.
I guarantee you his stuff's better than mine. Like I'm not fucking joking.
His stuff is also better
man.
than mine, honestly.
Honestly, like if we were gonna do like a awards at the end of the year for like best essay of the year, Batman Does Not Kill is like clear. Like,
I'm gonna
sorry to the
block
other
that.
boys, I'm just gonna
Fucking
throw
good,
this out there now. Like, Batman Does Not Kill is like the best video I've seen this year on
Dude,
YouTube. It's fucked up.
Oh, thank you.
And
dude.
it's so good. So like, yeah, I don't want to hear any of that stuff. There's a reason why your sub count's like 20 times
dude,
higher than mine.
Your Dark Knight video, Bailey, is fucking amazing, and so is the Shrek one. The Shrek
Brock
one
Hampton,
is
I'm
so
gonna Shrek one a lot.
fucking good.
We're all sitting here like
let
jerking
me
each other off
wait.
right now.
Yeah, let's just actually.
Let me
it's a sausage
answer the
fest.
question.
Yeah.
Okay, in 5 years, I mean, I don't want to spoil my plans, man, but it's gonna be big. Hopefully, it'll be big. That's what all I can say, man.
YouTube will change, content will change, new trends will come up, and
We'll all be doing reaction videos
yeah, no.
Like Bailey in his prime.
again.
I hope to God in 5 years, I'm moving out to LA this year. I hope that I am able to keep making video essays and just post films and be big enough that people will watch the films I post and not just tune in for the, Batman Does Not Kill type videos.
Me too.
Yeah.
Same here. I really, really feel that. I've got a lot of content coming. I'm working on an animated series, and I really, really hope people don't just stay for the, hey, Spider-Man 5 was cool, So.
Exactly.
This wasn't a question, but it's actually something that I always live with, and is that you may chase the numbers, you may chase the subscribers or fame or whatever, but if you do not legitimately make your if you're not proud of how you got your following and what content you're making, if you're only chasing trends, it's gonna actually bite you in the ass. That you if you're proud of what you're making and the people like you specifically and the way you present yourself, you will make it. If you're just chasing trends, then you're going to be irrelevant when there's different trends, when the game's change.
What's this guy called? The Asian dude. He's irrelevant, but he always says irrelevant. I can't remember his name.
Rice Gum.
Rice Gum's irrelevant, by the way. You can quote me on that.
Is it wrong? I don't know who the fuck Rice Gum is.
I envy
It's
you.
actually right that you don't know who he is.
Yeah,
man.
that's good.
It's called trash content.
But you have to be cautious on how you get your following. Like you can't just want to follow, and you have to earn it. You have to believe in what you're doing. If you don't, it will destroy you.
I can attest to that, because that's what I basically that's what I did. Like, so for those of you guys watching that don't know like how I started, like I was doing reviews for a bit on my other channel, Breaking Banter, and then we had an idea one day when the Civil War's first trailer dropped. We're like, let's do one of those trailer videos where we watch it and then talk about it. And we fucking got views like we'd never seen before from doing that. Our channel, it was amazing. And so like for a while, it was like, holy fuck, this is how we get seen. And we did that for years, and like over time, I just slowly started to realize, like, I don't really have much of a problem with reaction content, but like that was such a waste of like what I can do, I guess, on this platform. And like
selling yourself short.
And it was also the fact of like, we do the reaction right, and that's not what we were interested in. Like, I watch a trailer, when I watch anything, I don't make a fucking sound. You know what I mean?
Same.
You have to project what you're feeling inside outwards, and it kind of feels somewhat fake. But then, like, we talk for like 5 minutes about the movie, like the trailer afterwards, and people just click off and not watch it. Yeah. So after a while, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And like, we were pulling fucking huge views. Like, it was ridiculous. And like, after a while, I was like, I'm not happy making this content. But at that point, I'd pigeonholed the channel into being like a reaction channel. And I've spent like the last 12 months just trying to get back out of that.
Trying to dig out of it.
So yeah, like my advice.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, so I'm just saying, like, to anyone out there like who is wanting to get into this type of thing, don't ever like see, as Jonathan was saying, like, don't see that something's working and just chase that if it's not what you're like passionate about doing. Mm-hmm. Like I can. Yeah, and it did for me. I've spent an entire year like trying to dig myself out of that hole and trying to work out how to get onto doing the content I've wanted to do the entire time. So like, yeah, you've got to be super conscious of that, I think.
Thing is, Bailey, like, I'm sorry. I had to change my content from fan-made trailers to reviews and then essays. And that took 2 years. So maybe next year will be your year, Bailey. I really fucking hope so. You never know, man. I got real quick. I just want to answer this one question that's asked to me. It's like, what's my obsession with Zootopia? It's amazing. I'm not a furry. It's an amazing film. I'll say that. I do want to talk about the podcast. Hopefully, the full crew is definitely going to be talking about fan films and content creating as like short films.
Yeah.
More specifically in another podcast episode. But I do want to say that I just really like the film. I like don't obsess over it as much now, but I just had the idea to create a sequel, and I guess it's my fan film, and it's almost over.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's a good movie, and you should definitely watch it. It's a lot of it's like political as fuck, but it's really nicely.
But I thought the art wasn't supposed to have politics in it.
Bro, art is totally like defined by politics. Anyone that says that is against that is an idiot, honestly.
Yeah. Actually, okay, there's two questions that are like, one is, what is the most pedantic part? And for me, easily 100% voiceover. I fucking hate it.
Oh,
yes.
It is the worst thing. I've put like doing voiceover for like a week at one point. Because I was like, every day it's like, oh no. I
have thrown countless water bottles like just across the fucking room because I can't pronounce like in order to. For some reason, my brain.
Wait, you just said it now.
No, I meant like I can in general, but when I was doing the video, I'm like, in order, and and then it was just like,
oh yeah, I feel
later. I'm just like, fuck this shit. I quit. Never doing YouTube again. It's done.
I don't mind recording audio, but for some reason, I really hate editing that audio. And actually, that's not even for some reason. That's very obvious. It sucks.
You have to listen to yourself talk.
You have to listen to yourself. You have to like cut out the little things. It sucks, honestly.
I don't mind. I love editing. Editing is 100% my favorite.
I like video editing, just not
I like video
my
editing.
voice.
Audio is really annoying to me.
And the other one is, someone just asked before, is they want to make essays, but specifically on films based off of true stories and where to start. A good starting point. There's already a channel called History Buffs that does these really great retrospectives on a movie and the behind the scenes history on that. Also, like they mainly do war films or like Goodfellas and that. but the only way is to just start. You don't know, like your first one will probably suck. Take that from all of us. I hate my first video. Like I kind of want to burn
Was
it.
your first video Spider-Man 2?
No, it's Spectre.
Spectre,
It has
okay.
300,000 views, and like the aspect ratio even changes.
I've been watching you since day one, man. That's
that
so
video,
depressing.
I hate it. I hate
Yeah,
that video.
I don't agree
Oh
with
my
that video at
God.
all, but I love it.
Jesus.
I love it.
I have this one video. It's my most disgusting video ever. It's like why Marvel is beating DC analysis, and it has
Oh,
like 500,000.
Oh, dude, I peeped that video.
Dude, it fucking sucks. It's kind of funny, but it's just and
It's
like
pretty
somewhat,
funny, man. No, I remember.
It's somewhat informative, but it's like it's kind of cringy sometimes,
Mhm.
and like especially with how I talk now, I talk a lot more natural, and
Yeah.
back then I was forcing it, so it's like, it's
And I
kind
also
of,
think that sort of, again, I'd say chasing trends of like, whether it's Star Wars versus Marvel, or Marvel versus DC, or whatever versus whatever, it's fun to like tap into that, and I'll reference that in my videos. But if you only chase that, again, I think that will only turn on you, because like, it will, like the tides will turn. If you're like always, I love everything Marvel rocks and everything Star Wars sucks, or everything Star Wars rocks and everything DC sucks.
I want someone to come
Those
on.
tides will turn. They
Give me one
always.
sec, guys. I'm gonna transition into my bed. I'm not
Okay,
even
cool,
joking.
cool. I want someone to come online and just start a channel that's like, I fucking hate the MCU. I fucking hate the DC movie. Star Wars sucks. The only movies I watch are You Were Never Really Here, Lynn Ramsey films, or all that's there is. Fuck
Well, yeah,
I was
everything.
so tempted to go down that angle, man. I was so tempted because, like, yeah.
You're based
Dude,
on
Bailey,
describing-
we have a group chat, and Bailey freaking
Bailey
said,
hates everything.
like, yeah, he's like, MCU? What the fuck is that? It was like complete annihilation of the MCU.
I'm not that bad. But
No,
it's just,
I'm
like,
joking.
Compared to you guys like froth it. You guys are like, ah.
I don't know. Am I though? Have I ever really
Oh
paused?
no, okay. You look, Kate shit though. Like the chat.
Oh, the
and
Kate
even,
shit.
even today, we haven't been able to get through the chat without someone bringing up Venom and like CW and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you guys like really live it. Whereas like for me, I'm like,
Yeah, it's not you.
I couldn't think about anything but Roma and Widows. Widows, the favorite. Like I'm like that shit. I'm like that's all I can think about. And, like
See, I get that too.
I don't even think about Infinity War. I don't even think about like.
I think
don't
about Infinity
that
War weekly, not daily, but weekly. I think the movies I think about the most right now are probably Black Panther and Last Jedi, which kind of sucks.
Dude, Silver Lake is the one that I was so like that beat out all the other superhero movies, but I can't talk about that shit. Like if I made a video that was like, I am so fucking excited for Under the Silver Lake, it's literally the best fucking thing I've ever seen, then people would just be like, what the fuck is this garbage? I'm clicking off.
Yeah, I feel that, man. Dude, I made an American Animal shit, and it's like
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, man, I
That's
feel. Can I answer one question? That's just my ego real quick. Someone
Mhm.
says, what did you learn from working on Robin? Don't film in 20-degree weather and then make your actor wear spandex and expect like a great performance, period. No matter how much you rehearse, go over the script, none of it matters.
It's that weather, man.
And
10
like,
degrees.
don't get arrested.
How long does it take to make a video? I think we've answered this last time, but I'd like to go into it again. But like this one I'm doing right now, it's probably a 3-week process. There are some that have been 1.5 weeks. There's others that have been months.
Yeah.
Like I think from conception, because sometimes you get the idea, but you don't like jump on it for like because you want it like to settle and let it to really become concrete, and that comes over time. So I'll have an idea at the back of my head for year or like months, and then finally go, okay, now it's time to jump on that. But from the jumping off process, it's usually 2 to 3 weeks, if not more, sometimes.
Why
Yeah,
is Film YouTube such a Star Wars superhero game? Sorry if I interrupted anyone.
You guys made it that way.
No, we did not make it that way. I don't think.
It's a feedback loop.
You guys didn't give us a choice.
I mean, okay, it will. I don't. You can't just blame the audience because that's the things they chase. And granted, I'm like Star Wars and Marvel are in my blood. So I thought naturally I talk about them. I think about them. It's just YouTube is like a catalyst for that. It super juices that. And sometimes I like, even though my last video is Marvel, my next video is Star Wars. So granted, I'm feeding that machine, and I am conscious about that, and I do want to get away from that slightly in the future. I mean, do as I say, not as I do, But you have to talk about what you love, and so many people are obsessed with Marvel and Star Wars because they're so formative.
I think yeah.
That's it.
I think the biggest thing is you have to know what the thing that drives videos and content creating is the audience, and we're trying to create videos that the audience will watch, because a lot of the hype that for movies these days are Marvel, Star Wars, I mean Spider-Verse, DCU. I mean, not as much, but now it's starting to gain momentum with Aquaman, especially in China. And everything's just, pop culture has changed from being like edgy, movies and like cult movies, to being just everything is dominated by superhero culture. And I don't see that changing even in the near future. Maybe in like 10 years, but not now.
I think there's another thing, like, why is it dominated by superhero culture? Because we've had 5 years of like the best superhero movies, like some of the best superhero movies ever made.
Exactly.
That they created the game. That like Marvel. That's like, again, I have my Marvel Studios retrospective, which is a series I'm really excited about, because I really felt in the last 2 years Marvel really came into their own. They really cemented themselves, and they did their best work in the last 2 years. I really do believe that. And it's a 10-year process. And that's kind of what I want to go into with these videos. And there's so much work that happened there. And there's so much ingenuity and there's a reason why we all love it. The work deserves the love we're giving it. I don't think we're just fluffing garbage. We love it for a reason. And I think that's why I'm tapping into it.
I used to get like, go ahead.
I'm not doing it because the views are there. And because I'm passionate about it, the views follow. And I think it is a feedback loop. I think Marvel knows how to engage with their fans. They know how to get us to make these videos that promote the next video, right? Like I honestly, like, how many tickets has my Civil War video sold for the next Avengers? I wonder.
I would have, like, since I was 2 years old, I wanted to be or write Batman. So I didn't really follow the audience. I just think I'm lucky enough, because when I was a kid, I used to get like picked on for liking that shit. That's just how it was. But now we live in a day where it's, oh yeah, exactly, like, you fucking nerd.
Dude,
but
now we live in a day, that, man.
Yeah, now we live in a day where it's so popular to talk about, and I would have ended up talking about it anyway if it wasn't popular. So I just do what I like. That's like my thing, and hope that eventually I can transition into like the way Ralph the Movie Maker did it. He started out talking about more superhero shit, and then he did obscure bad shit, and now he can post a film and people will buy his film, because he got that audience that cares about him and anything he talks about, kind of thing.
Yeah. I dig that. Nice water sip, man.
Yeah, sorry, I was just waiting for someone else to say something, so I took a sip.
I don't know what to talk about, honestly. Like, I'm here in my bed, so I can't see the chat. So
okay, let's go through the chat. Let's get some meme. Ask us the most memey questions. Let's make this fun.
I want some meme questions too.
The energy's a little. Everyone's tired.
Fucking thick is John? Come on, let's do it. Let's ask that question. Someone ask that on the chat, please.
Oh, don't ask that.
How do you feel that Vincent D'Onofrio from Daredevil watched your video? I literally just fucking exploded. When I saw a little notification on my phone, I opened it. I was like, no way. And then I read it in the Kingpin voice, which just made the whole experience more surreal. And then awesome. I replied to him, and then he replied back. He didn't leave
that was wild. That reply back, I was like, damn, dude.
I know. I was
really wild.
Yeah, but that was pretty cool. Which one of you would win in a battle?
Question?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Wait, what was the question? I'm sorry?
Who would win in a... But I think it would be between me and Billy.
What was the question?
Who would win in a battle royale?
Wait, like in Fortnite or like in real life?
Someone said who would survive if like we were like there was a question before about someone like if we had to fight for some like to the death, like who would win?
Yeah, I think
Bailey would win 100%, man.
I said Houston.
That's a solid
Houston
answer.
Would fucking kick all our asses. You have no idea. This guy knows fucking taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, karate. This guy will annihilate us. Seriously.
Someone said, "Tell me, do you bleed?" No, I don't.
You will.
Yeah. Unfortunately, every time I watch that movie, I will.
Oh my god. Wait. Robbie's in the chat. Just kidding.
Wait, no, is he? Oh no,
he's not.
He just pops in. He's like, "What did you say about my bro?"
Yeah. I still can't believe Zack
I like
Snyder.
this.
Doesn't Zack Snyder follow Robbie on?
They are friends, man. They're friends.
Dude, they're
what are you
fucking
fellas
mingling,
getting for Christmas? And for me, it's actually equipment for.
Hopefully a new
making
camera.
videos.
Thanks.
Am I
Jason.
Houston's dad? Yeah, actually. Plot twist. I am Houston's dad.
And I'm Alex's mom. You didn't
Yeah,
know
it's
this.
just a very complicated chain of events.
Billy would win the battle royale. Look at them guns.
Weird flex, but okay, Bailey. Every time he takes a sip of water, just
Yeah.
flexing in the tank top.
Flex the muscles.
Every time.
Yeah.
Wait, cast the film.
Wait, that was such a delayed laugh. I'm
For
sorry.
me?
Yeah, for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, because I was just laughing because someone said cast the Film Hub group as the Justice League, and then I thought about how we talk about that way too much off the.
We do talk about that. All we talk about is who would be in our cast, who would be Titans, who would
Alex
be
is everyone.
Avengers, Justice League. Fuck, it's like crazy.
I feel like let's actually do it. That's a fun question. Let's rattle this off quick. Pick a team and we'll do it.
Want to do Avengers?
Let's do Avengers.
Let's do Avengers, yeah.
Avengers.
Let's do it.
So am I captain or is Houston captain?
Houston
I feel
has to be cap. He's so
Houston
earnest.
is always
Yeah.
Captain America. 100%, man.
I want to be Hawkeye then. So I'm Hawkeye.
Okay, Bailey's Thor.
Nah, I'm Black Widow.
No, you're Thor.
Okay, yeah, I'm Thor. Then. That's fine.
Thor, man. Dude, look at those guns, dude. I mean, look at you. You don't even have to flex. You're already fucking
Layers
muscular.
of clothing and just sweat my
Mauricio
whole
is
face.
Tony Stark.
I feel like I'm the Punisher. I feel like I'm not connected. I'm like off of my own little. I feel like I'm off in my own little fucking like angst world, and I'm like fuck everything over here in my corner.
Dude,
How
you're
about
the
you
Hulk
guys?
then. You're
Chat,
angry.
How about you guys cast us?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
get an impartial look at this.
All right, someone said I'm the Flash. That's the oh man, that's such an insult. If we were talking the Justice League movie,
Dude,
my
Ezra Miller. I have no words for Ezra Miller, honestly.
Bailey
What
is
do you-
Ant-Man, the shade, man, the shade.
I'm sitting here just slowly taking that in and thinking
Alex
like,
is talking
is
What
it-
are you
that.
saying? Ant-Man is amazing. I fucking love Ant-Man, dude. You got something
and
against
you love Ant-Man and the Wasp too?
No. I love Ant-Man. I don't love Ant-Man and the
Like
Wasp.
the character, not the movie.
Dude,
Yeah.
yes, exactly, dude. Ant-Man and the Wasp is the biggest disappointment of 2018.
I was
honestly.
disappointed when I get left out.
Nah, there was that time I posted a couple of videos that didn't get views. That's probably a bigger disappointment.
Oh, God.
Wow,
That hurt me, Bailey.
I got
Self-loathing. So, Nick Fury post snap.
So you're just dead, man.
Didn't he disappear? Fucking
Yeah.
hell. All right.
Damn, dude. This
Damn.
chat is savage, man. I
They're
wanna
coming
read.
for you, man. No, Robbie is Venom, no questions. Okay, we can all agree on that. That's
Yeah.
just
No,
He
yeah,
is
Robbie's
Venom.
Venom. That's true.
Wait, is Robbie Eddie Brock or Venom?
Both.
I feel like he's Eddie Brock
I
and
feel like he's Eddie
Avi
Brock.
Arad's his Venom,
Yeah, yes, that's brilliant. Excellent.
and they combine together to form. I know. Then you got to throw Zack Snyder in that mix somewhere, and then it
Yeah.
forms. Shout out.
Zack
Snyder's the
Snyder.
girlfriend.
Zack Snyder is his. What's the girlfriend's name?
Yeah. Michelle Williams. the
Michelle, right?
actress.
Michelle. I was thinking.
Ah,
Yeah,
dude,
I think
I
so.
don't fucking know. I forget.
I don't watch that movie, honestly.
It's a masterpiece.
All right, we need more meme question. Oh, wait, Alex, the patron vid doesn't say if it spoils. There's a spoiler warning in the video, and I tell people to skip ahead. So there you go. Sorry. Rob is the white guy in 8 Mile. What does that have to do with anything?
He's Eminem, right?
Because he's Eminem.
Yeah, but like, what is that? Like, what is
Ah,
that?
Venom, dude. Venom.
Oh shit,
Oh, yeah.
man!
knock,
That's
right.
knock, let the devil in. Yeah, man.
I'm emo Peter. I'll take it, man.
That's good.
Avi
Dude,
Arad or
emo
Zack
Peter.
Snyder? Make the call, all of you. Go.
Zack Snyder, dude. Zack
Zack.
Snyder can eat my ass, obviously.
Daddy
Come on.
Zach.
Daddy Zach, bro. Daddy
No,
Snack.
Who's worse for the superhero genre? Do you think?
Avi Arad.
Yeah.
No,
but
he's
because
concerned
didn't
about the
Abby,
money.
didn't Abby produce Spider-Verse?
He
though?
did produce Spider Verse.
He did.
So
but,
again, like, you know,
but I think that Zack Snyder at least has like a vision for his characters, while Avi Arad, all he cares about is money.
That is very true.
But then
That's personal.
I feel like Zack Snyder probably did a little bit more damage on the fan front. Maybe
Superman's
I don't
dead,
know.
man. He was never real.
Yeah.
Wait. Are we talking about we're talking about comic books, or are we talking about like movies?
No.
Damage to the
Like
franchise.
the image to the franchises, or
But
like the
Avi
actual
Arad
character?
killed the Raimi trilogy, though. So
Yeah,
that kind
that's
of
what I
Yeah.
mean. Because like
Well,
for movies, I feel like Zack Snyder, but for for movies, I think Avi Arad is better. But for the comic characters, like who's ruining them, maybe Zack Snyder. I'm not sure.
And then we lose 40 subscribers right now. They're gone.
Oh shit, guys, come back.
I like Watchmen. I like his Watchmen, but his DC movies get worse with like Man of Steel is a step down from Watchmen. Batman v
Yeah.
Superman is a step down from Man of Steel, and then I don't know what the fuck Justice League is. So
What do you
Joss
think
Whedon's
about?
masterpiece.
Zack Snyder's dildo pods for Man of Steel. Do you guys know what
What
that
is
is?
that? What
Yes.
is that? I asked that question. I don't know what that is.
Dude,
Oh,
it's the
there's a scene in the Krypton stuff where all the Zod and his men are.
Oh.
when they go to the Phantom
They're in the
Zone
cop-
and they
I
go
remember
in the-
seeing that in like opening weekend, and like that moment happened, and I couldn't stop
Dildo.
laughing for a minute because I was like,
No, I think it's a meme now because Zach said there's a like he veroed. Someone asked him about it and he said, "Oh, there's too many reasons to count as to why they look like dildos." And then it just went around film Twitter a bit. And I think that was the point of that question.
Oh man, that's actually pretty kinky. Dude, that was Zack Snyder's decision 100% to make them look like dildos, I bet.
It wasn't just a, CG artist doing what he wanted to do.
Exactly.
I like this question. Have you seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space? I haven't seen many of the so bad they're good movies. That's not really an I've seen a bit of Neil Breen. I've seen some of his stuff. I'm not a big fan of so bad it's good cinema, at least not yet.
Can I make an assumption? What if Zack Snyder modeled the Superman dildos based off his own penis?
That actually
cast it
explains a
itself.
lot, man. That
Right.
actually explains a lot.
That's brilliant. That's my epiphany for today.
The ultimate phallic. It's like director.
the biggest fu to the character.
This is
Yeah.
spiraling out of control. People came
Yeah.
like
Okay.
content creator advice. And we're like, all right,
I'm a fucking
Any,
horrible host. I'll let it go.
Content creating questions.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
run-
want to talk about memes a little more.
I'm gonna run pee. You guys take it from here. I'll be back.
Ew, dude. Why you gotta tell us like
he's gonna leave
Say
his
go to the
mic
bathroom.
on. And we're just gonna hear this thunderous like.
Okay, actually, this is good. What microphones do you use? I use the Audio Technica 2020. That's a USB mic that plugs into the Mac I use. Nothing too fancy. It's like 200, I think. But it's a good microphone. It's really.
I don't remember the microphone I use, man. It's like a gold one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it's it does the job. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I use the blue Yeti from I don't know. It's a friend's one that I took when he moved to another state.
Do you use that also
Nice.
for your Breaking Banter reviews?
I do now. Yeah, I used to just use the camera on the mic and had to crush the denoising because it was terrible. So I use this one now, which is why my videos all sound
Dude, Blue
relatively
Yeti's
nice.
the best.
I just think for like almost a year, but I haven't used it. It's a shotgun mic.
Oh, shotgun mics are great.
Yeah,
I love
this
those.
thing.
I use those when I'm filming myself in person.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get that set up and start filming myself in person. So yeah, I have that.
Good audio is like super important though.
Audio
Yeah.
is more important than video. You could like show in 720, but if you have good audio, like audio informs how you perceive it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
people don't want to hear like "Hello, everybody, how's it going?" Like nobody wants to hear that crap.
No.
People want to like hear perfectly because sometimes people click away from the video to do something else, and what's left is the audio. So audio is really important.
Yeah. So you've got to have. I don't know. I had shit
Sexy audio.
for years, so that's probably during things.
Excited for Avengers Endgame. Duh. I mean, I'm not gonna.
Wait, Bailey hasn't seen the trailer.
Yeah, no. And
I can work around it.
Honestly, after seeing the trailer, I'm not going to talk about the trailer, but after seeing the trailer, I feel comfortable. I'm not like eagerly anticipating it. I'm kind of like, I'll see it when it comes out. I don't need to think about it every day. It's just, I'll see it when it comes out. There's
Yeah.
too many other movies coming out right now to think about Avengers. There's like, again, I'm seeing Spider-Verse tomorrow. So fucking excited. Aquaman, I want to see. Mary Poppins, I'm looking forward to. I don't know if I'll check it out, but I'm actually somewhat fascinated to see the Mortal Engines movie. Yeah, Bumblebee as well.
Oh no, Robbie joined the chat. He heard us.
You're just talking about Zack Snyder, man. Robbie, Zack Snyder can. I was gonna insult him.
I don't
but...
hate Zack Snyder, and he's so earnest. That's the thing. He's so like passionate
Yes.
about the movies he makes.
I dig that.
But
Well,
they're bad.
One of us may or may not be doing a video on that very soon, hey?
Oh,
Oh, here's the thing, Zack Snyder, and the Snyder cut. He hasn't like told anyone about the Snyder cut, and like he keeps inciting all of this. I guess like he keeps instigating it. He
Yeah.
keeps like letting it happen, and it's really pissing me off. Actually,
yeah, dude. I
'Cause
made
it's
a
just-
tweet about that, and then I got fucking like actually attacked by the Snyder drones that just came.
Dude, they fucking
flooding.
dude. Oh my god, Snyder drones, freaking Raimi drones, dude. The people who are harassing Insomniac for the Raimi suit.
Oh my god.
I want to like, what is wrong with you, people? Oh my, I don't
Just
know.
harassing artists in general. Like again, I will do, for instance, a video on Solo, and I think that losing Lord and Miller is one of the biggest mistakes Lucasfilm's ever made. But what's done is done. I'm not gonna like harass Disney. Just like release the Lord and Miller cut. Like I'm good. They're doing better things, and c'est la vie, right? You know, like.
And Solo wasn't even like that bad. Like it was good.
Yeah,
it was fine.
But,
yeah,
it was a little crushing in retrospect because it was just so unambitious.
I feel like Robbie has seen the Snyder cut.
Yo, Zack Snyder DM'd him the Snyder cut, and Robbie knows. That's why he doesn't really talk about Zack Snyder anymore. He's on to Riverdale.
Oh yes. Riverdale's so great. I love it. Did you guys see? Hold on, I saw a question that was like something about writing, and I can't find it. I had it queued up and ready to go. And now it's lost. Ask us creative questions, boys.
Yeah.
Ask us creative questions.
Or
how many fingers do we have in our toes? Like,
ask Bailey some questions. Give the man.
Yeah, man. Give the man some credit.
Give the man.
The attention he deserves.
The chat just like freaked out because Robbie turned up. It was like a celebrity cameo, like someone just turned up. Like we're here hosting a conference, and then like The Rock has walked past, and people have been like, "Oh, that's so much more. Let's go talk to him."
Man, I wish I could see the chat, dude.
Who is your favorite filmmaker, and was it their work that played a part in making your channel? I like that question.
My two biggest influences are definitely, for the channel at least, I can't name a favorite filmmaker. I have a bunch. But in style, it's definitely like Matthew Vaughn meets Sam Raimi. Like that kind of tone for the channel of just like bomb, bomb, bomb out there. Like everything on the fucking screen that you...
I just realized my microphone is like really in my frame. I should pay attention to what like... There. For me, it would have to be, I think for favorite filmmaker, I think the best filmmakers working now are the Coen brothers, oddly enough. And no, I haven't covered them, which is weird. I think the best filmmakers, I'm almost cautious to cover because I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about.
So I can't hear anything anyone's saying.
Dude, really? My Wi-Fi is like super slow now. So
yeah,
it's
everyone
like,
cut out for
everyone died. Give me 1 second, man.
Yeah. Sorry for chat for everything slowing down there. It's like in a noisy bar when everyone kind of quiets up for a second.
That crisp sound of microphones doing their thing.
Yeah. Ooh, what's the most controversial video you've ever done? I like that one.
Joey Salads. The Ballad of Joey Salads, bro.
Man, that video is so good.
Thanks,
it's
man.
funny.
Dude.
I was like, I can't believe he actually commented on it. It was great.
And like straight away, like he was like the first comment on it because you'd sent it to us first.
That was scary.
Like,
I don't know.
First comment.
I was like, what? It blew
does he have
my
like
mind.
an automatic detection thing on? Is that a thing? So does anyone has your name?
He's that popular that it's like even if his name pops up, he's like, he's the first one there. Like
it's like a home bacon for it. And it's like boom right there. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
High top brown table. Someday I'm gonna make a Catwoman movie with Mary Elizabeth Winstead in the lead role. Answer me, please, if it's possible. Do it. 100%. Write it. Don't call it a fan fiction. Call it a film. It's a film.
Yeah. I wrote my Red Hood spec script and I sent it to Bailey and he tore me a new asshole. But I'm gonna go back and keep writing it. And right now it's fan fiction. No, I needed it, man. That's like a good thing. And right now it's fan fiction. But like, who knows, man? 3 years from now, they could be looking for the script.
I read the first page of the script, man, and I was like, "This is good," but I'm gonna be completely honest here. It was okay.
Yeah, I think
it was a draft.
It's a good draft. Though.
Wait,
I like the idea.
The episode on the fan film stuff.
On the fan film stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That stuff. As everyone be aware, we're going to talk about making fan films and all that type of stuff coming up soon.
Someone asked me, as a furry, how do you feel about the live action Sonic? I'm not a furry. I keep having to. Bailey, I will.
You just need to embrace it, man. Embrace it.
Embrace it, just like Venom. Live action Sonic looks like absolute shit.
It's gonna be not Pixels, the emoji movie next year.
Yeah, it is.
I like this one. Worst theater experiences for me in recent memory. there's one filmmaker who I always luck out on, or not luck out on, like have bad luck with, is Peter Berg. Whenever I see one of his movies in theaters, there's a terrible theatrical experience. Like for both Lone Survivor, where just the group behind me would not stop talking, and then for Patriots Day, where like there's a group of teenagers that would not, they were like shouting, I swear to God. And then what the irony was that there was a group of like 30-year-old women behind me, and they went up to the kids, rightfully so, and like told them to eat shit. But they went back, and then they started talking behind me. I just like
God.
everything that could have gone wrong went wrong.
I hate going to movie theaters now solely because I think American audiences are so fucking annoying to where we laugh and cheer at everything. So like I just saw Bumblebee, and that was a pretty bad experience because every fucking time John Cena busted out some like bathos fucking joke, crowd went ha 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 ha, and I'm like,
Dude,
oh,
that
please.
fucking sucks. I feel that. The only time I accepted it was the time I saw My Hero Academia and Infinity War. Those are like the only two moments I was
Infinity
like, you
War
know what? Those
was
movies
so
deserve
good.
it.
Yeah. Infinity War
Yeah,
was missed by the crowd.
There's certain environments I think in which that's okay. So like if you're at a midnight showing of a new Star Wars movie or a Marvel movie, that's an environment where everyone there wants to be there in that same capacity, where it's like a hard
Yes.
thing,
Yes.
right? So like there was stuff in like, again, obviously we wouldn't talk about the movie, but there's that certain The Last Jedi, and stuff where like there was certain scenes where characters came on screen, or there was, and people like applauded for it, and that was awesome. But then like there's other movies where it's like, I don't know why people are making. I remember one of the worst experiences I've ever had. Like I see most of the movies I see at press screenings where it's like critics only, and they still fucking talk the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I also remember screening for Nocturnal Animals a couple of years back, and the person next to me was like vocally reacting to the whole movie. Oh gosh! Oh my god! Oh wow! And it's like for the whole time, like shut the fuck up and keep it inside.
Oh damn!
Keep it inside. Like I don't understand it, and that's why, like, yeah, for someone who
aren't press
yeah.
screens even
Bailey
worse
going
because
off.
then you
It's
get
the
like,
best.
because for press screens they'll often fill them up with like people who win contests, right? So you like it's actually often worse, I find.
Yeah. Oh, here's another thing. Do you guys reckon that old people or young people are worse in audiences? Right, it's old people. Young people, I can tell to shut the fuck up and they'll stop.
Old people, you can't.
Oh,
Right.
dude, well, you look intimidating as hell, man.
Old people are like, oh, I have rights. I've been going to the cinema for 50 years, and it's like, I will fucking backhand.
Wait, okay.
I'll
got
hit you with your wheelchair.
So what the fuck are we supposed to do? This question for everyone in the chat and everyone here. When someone's chewing too loud and it's like so obnoxious, am I supposed to be
tell
like
them.
turn around and be like, chew your food softer or shut your fucking mouth?
Just
I tell 'em.
I would say your chewing's being disruptive. Like just be
I tell them.
Yeah,
supposed
I
to-
don't know. I had that experience when I saw not Battle Royale, fuck me, El Royale. And then I decided to get up because it wasn't just one person. It was like this whole group. They weren't even together, but everyone was just munching on rustling their fucking candy.
Oh, I
I'm
hate
with
that.
my girlfriend. I'm about to lose my mind. And I'm just like, we have to move. We just have to go. But yeah, Americans suck.
Bad audiences.
When I watched
Wait,
Bohemian Rhapsody, there were old people that kept gasping whenever Freddie did anything slightly gay. That's amazing. That's the best thing ever. This is a really good question, and I don't know how to do it. And we might, I guess, talk about it in the other podcast. But what is an efficient way to promote short films on YouTube? And I think you can't really do that unless you yourself are popular.
yeah, that's true. Very true.
That's tough. That's really
Unless you
tough.
make something that's just like groundbreaking, like the Uncharted fucking short. That's technically a short film.
But even
That had
that-
like
And technically, like a real director directed it with real actors. Like unless
So
it's
bad.
Alien and the guy from Avatar and everything. Like,
or like that Portal movie that the guy ended up directing, 10 Cloverfield Lane.
yeah, that was
that's-
so cool.
I feel like, yeah, but those are all based on pre-existing IPs, you know, like superhero fan films will blow up, but I don't know, like an independent short film, I have no idea how those get views.
Like if it's good, like again the Portal one, that still costs tens of thousands of dollars,
Of dollars.
if not less. Like, you know, really, I have no idea. I've never done a short film like that promoted, so I have no experience to talk to speak from.
I promoted Robin just by fucking spam tweeting about it when I had 0 followers. That was it.
What's the total view count on that one?
I think it's at like 36K, not like super high, but it's good. It's decent.
Yeah. And honestly, I've always been tempted to like, I want to do videos someday, probably next year, of that mixes live action like segments where it's kind of acted but with the review that goes into like
That sounds really cool, man.
you can
It's
integrate
so much
it.
fun.
Yeah, I'd like
That's
to do
what I found like in my style, like with the new channel with Loverboy. I was like, I just want to combine actually going out and making stuff that's reflective of the movie. So like obviously the next video is La La Land, and I'm going out and shooting
In
like
the style.
dancing stuff in the style. I'm doing it all in CinemaScope. I'm doing it. It just
Oh,
gives
that's
you
cool.
new.
Bailey, I swear to God, your idea. Subscribe to Loverboy Media,
Yeah.
guys. Oh my God, just the idea.
They're
That sounds
gonna
amazing.
get so sick of it. They're gonna wish I wasn't in the chat. It like
No, no.
Be like,
No,
no, we do
seriously,
it too. He doesn't
have
talk
you-
about enough superhero stuff.
Have you ever
Just-
done a double feature at the movie theater? Actually, if you do film festivals, double features happen every day. One of my favorite ones has to be where I saw in TIFF of 2017, Shape of Water and Three Billboards back to back, and it's funny, those are the two movies that became the Oscar frontrunners, and like I got to see them one after the other, which was really cool.
I got to see
it happens all the time, and it's really fun.
Gone Girl and Birdman the same day. I went to the
Oh,
theater. It was awesome. It was such a great.
dude, that's like the two
Gone Girl
greatest
better,
films
but
ever.
great.
Fuck.
We got a good question. What is the best way to promote? Did you guys see that
Yeah.
video essay? And
Yeah.
I don't have it. Reddit. There you go. Reddit is
Reddit,
like
yeah.
the best way.
I used to go always spam movies, and then I think my two favorite that I do is if I did the Marvel videos, so I posted on Marvel Studios. But I also my favorite one is mealtime videos.
Oh yeah, I do that one too. Yeah.
I really like that
I've-
subreddit. I'm subscribed
I've like
to it.
never promoted a video. I use tags a lot. Tags are super important,
Yes.
but
You just don't need the promotion, man. 100K, you don't need.
no,
that.
no. I mean, like even before, because like I mean, I got to 100K at a certain point. I feel like your videos will get seen. If your video gets seen by at least one person and it affects one person in a way that makes them love the video so much that they will subscribe to you, that's one subscriber, right? And just because of getting that one view, more people will watch your content. Like people are always curious for more things, and even if something has low views, they might want to watch it if it sounds intriguing, if the thumbnail is good, and all you have to do is. Here's the thing. This is really, really important. The thumbnail is one of the most important things ever because it can be really shitty or really good, but if it just looks interesting or enticing, people will click it. And when people click it, the content of the video has to be good.
I don't
so
even
that
know
people
about
stay.
that. I don't even know, like the amount of stuff I've seen recently of people posting like the exact same coverage. There was a Shrek video that went up a couple of days after mine, which was literally just a random screen grab from the movie, and that's already had like 1 million views or something. And I was like,
Exactly.
great, I spent like a day on that thumbnail, but that's fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like I don't think there's a set
like-
thing to it. I don't think it's anything down to that. You look at how many thumbnails are just trash. Like, I don't think, and like titles of stuff, like I think it's more down to the title than the thumbnail.
I think
to
it's a
be honest.
combination of the two. I think a good thumbnail will get you traction, especially if
But,
it's
like,
like
you-
Actually, I disagree.
Look at the big channels now. Look
I
at-
feel like-
Nerd Writer doesn't even. He literally just posts an
Yeah.
image. It's just an image. Like, I don't
That's
even
it.
think like
The thing
there's.
is,
Yeah,
this is really the
Yeah.
anti-nerd writer
thing
cast.
is, like, if you
No,
like, the thing is,
I wouldn't
thing is,
leave it out, but yeah.
thumbnails either have to be like fucking beautiful,
Like
or
Captain
just
Christian.
or just like colors, like anything that attracts people. Like people see red, they're like, "Whoa, what is that?" They will click it.
Mhm.
It literally it doesn't listen. The thumbnail, unless it looks like absolute dog shit, unless it looks really bad, it doesn't matter. You know
Yeah.
what matters most is the content of the video. If
Yeah.
people see that content and they love it, they will keep wanting more, and that's what you really want. But of
But not
course,
just that,
never make a thumbnail look terrible on
once
purpose.
you're a content creator, you create thumbnails in a style, and that way, when your audience sees it, they can identify it and go, "Oh, that's from that person," and check them out. And for thumbnails, I really encourage having some sort of theme or consistency between them. It
That's true.
really helps
The
out.
consistency. All right, we're gonna wrap it up soon. It's been a bit. I want to do one more question though. The memeiest question in the chat. Let's just pick one that's just a complete fucking joke. Answer that, then we'll all sign off.
Okay.
So go for it, guys. Use your comedy.
Yeah, go
Bailey
nuts.
has to go to the gym, so.
Go work them guns. I'm just tired.
That's not the actual
Okay.
reason.
There's like zero new.
No one jumped on that.
No one jumped on
No
it.
one fucking took it.
Hey, there's 69 people watching though, so that's pretty great.
Yeah,
68. We're losing people. They all left. They're like, fuck this
Fuck.
shit.
Maybe that is the meme in and of itself. Is 69.
Who's the edgiest? I think Alex is the edgiest.
Yeah.
Edgiest, but I feel like I'm second there.
Oh, I'm just like, fuck Batman over here. Okay, wait, I got a good one. No, I'm just joking. Someone said dick sizes. Let's do it, gang. And on that note, it's been a good film hub.
Pee pee or poo poo? What the fuck? That's just
We
that's
tried.
just so
We tried.
weird.
We need a good question.
tried.
I need like a segue out question. Come on. All right,
If you
nobody.
could choose Pitoff or Zack Snyder in a zombie apocalypse, I would choose.
That's a great question. That's a great.
I don't know, Pitoff or Zack.
One. Dude, Zach lifts. That's my
Yeah, I was
answer,
gonna
man.
say, yeah.
Oh
it's just
shit,
like
you're
that.
right. Yeah, that's true. But the thing is that Pitoff has worked with both Halle Berry and CGI lady, so I don't know.
Oh right.
How does that benefit you in an apocalypse?
It's fucking
Because he can maybe he can attract the zombies.
Phil Lord tweeted on Twitter that he crashed the set of Batman v Superman, and then Zach made him do like a fucking barefoot leg press, and he was dead ass.
you
And it was so funny. Yeah, one of the Into the Spider-Verse. It wasn't the directors though. It was like Miller or Lord. One of them tweeted
Yeah,
I laughed my ass off. So I'm going with Zach.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Zach too.
Zach,
Coffee
yeah.
means sex. Yes, it does.
All right. And on that note,
Uh,
I've been High Top Films. I am High Top Films. You can hit me up at High Top Films. You guys segue out, and then I'll end the stream.
All right. This has been me, Mauricio from Brown Table. I don't know if it's Brown Table or Brown Table Entertainment, man, but I just call it Brown Table. Wait, how do you feel about your side losing the gamer furry war? I don't even know what that question is. But on that note, yeah, subscribe to Brown Table and subscribe to all these guys as well. Yeah.
I am Jonathan from Films and Stuff. You can find me on Twitter at JBURD22. Signing off.
And I'm Bailey from Loverboy Media, and you can find me on Twitter at Loverboy Media, and that's it. Let's get Brown Table to 100K by the end of today. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
I don't know if that's possible, man. It's like an hour left, dude.
Oh, okay, no, my
100 an
day,
hour.
it's midday here.
We
so
still got
yeah.
time.
Oh, hell yeah. In
Oh,
Australia
guys,
time,
like-
we're all good.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm clicking end
See ya.
stream. Are we ready?
Mwah.
Wait,
Goodbye.
we should have like a sign off, right? Like
Oh,
film hubbians away.
Film Hub. Like
No, all right, I'm out. That's
all right.
all right.
See you guys.
See ya.